Hello, everyone. A very, very warm welcome to today's very special event. I am Sakshi Mishra, and I am glad to have all of you on board with us. And we are glad to launch one of our wonder products, StemRenu, in India today. And we have a special launch event here, wherein we have invited the man behind the product, the formulator of the product, Dr. Ben. So we have him with us. Thank you so much, Dr. Ben, for your time. And as we go through the entire event, we have designed a special training by Dr. Ben for all of you for the product, because who better than him knows the product, right? So let us begin today's event. All right, so for people who don't know me, once again, my name is Sakshi Mishra, and I'm the Scientific Marketing Manager and Product Expert at NHT Global India. And I have my background in food nutrition and dietetics. I've done my master's in food nutrition and dietetics. And that's why I just love the entire NHT space. Everything to do with health and wellness excites me. And this entire area excites me. And that is one reason that why getting StemRenu to India was this one big mission we were all on. And we finally accomplished it. And I'm so privileged to be a part of the team who is behind getting this product in India. After rigorous hard work of about 2.5 years, we finally have the product in India, and it is available for all of you in your back office. And I'm glad to tell you that this product is not an ordinary product. It's very, very different from any other product that you've ever seen in NHT Global, and you will see why in a couple of minutes from now. So on that note, I would like to officially launch StemRenu in India. Like to hear a little bit of let's see what's on the chat box. So if you all are excited for the event tonight, please just say yes on the chat box so that I know that all of you are here, you can hear me. Everyone, are you all excited for the event tonight? Fantastic, fantastic. I can see a lot of yeses. Amazing, amazing. That's very, very nice. So on that note, now that we've officially launched StemRenu for India, I would like to show you a little product video that we've made for all of you, which will give you a little gist about the entire product. What does it do for you? And why is the product so special? So I'd like to show you that video, and after that, we jump on to the training.
Introducing StemRenu. Better renewal. Better health. A better you. There's no escaping it. The challenges and stresses of day-to-day life take a toll on you. That's why StemRenu harnesses the power of signal molecule technology to rejuvenate the body and mind. What does that mean? It means that StemRenu's formula provides powerful nutrient support to enhance the body's natural renewal process, restoring the body to a more youthful and balanced state. StemRenu increases energy and endurance, promotes faster recovery, counters the effects of stress, and improves occasional sleeplessness, and promotes deeper, more restful sleep. StemRenu increases bioavailability, supports immune and heart health, and provides nutrient support for healthy cell signaling and overall cellular health. All of these rejuvenating benefits crammed into one capsule. Our advanced formula is scientifically tested and backed by a trusted doctor. StemRenu sources its specialized bioactive ingredients from all over the world. From the rolling countryside of France to the glistening coast of Brazil, to the top-notch facilities in the United States, where StemRenu's global ingredients are blended together using the highest manufacturing standards. Avian egg extract from fertilized, free-range hen eggs for healthy cell signaling and renewal. Green tea extract to help protect your body from free radicals and to support the metabolism. And aloe vera to improve immunity. Grape powder to benefit heart health and support healthy aging. Organic kelp to protect against oxidative stress. And a patented black pepper extract for increased bioavailability. All this in one pill, designed to rejuvenate and restore. Take StemRenu daily to improve your health and help your body perform better. StemRenu, for a better you.
All right, so that was StemRenu for all of you. And now that we've seen all the benefits that the product has, why this product is so special. So on that note, I would like to, without any further ado, invite our guest speaker for tonight, Dr. Benjamin. He is the man behind the product. He is the one who has innovated this beautiful product that all of you are witnessing the benefits of. He is the one who has given us all the beautiful products. So right from Triotein to Omega-3 to StemRenu to Collagen Supreme, all of this is coming from Dr. Ben. He's done his studies from University of Minnesota Medical School, Integrative Health and Family Medicine, and he has got his undergrad degree in immunology and microbiology. So that is Dr. Ben for all of you. Without further ado, with a huge round of applause, let us welcome Dr. Ben.
Well, thank you, everyone. And it truly is an honor and a privilege to be with you today. And I would like to first extend my gratitude and thanks to everyone who has worked so hard in the launch of StemRenu and just the daily effort of helping other people, sharing wellness, and spreading goodness in the world through NHT. So thank you so much for your hard work. And as well, thank you for your time today on this webinar and training. So when we think about nutrition in our bodies, I want you to remember that the human body is an amazing laboratory where on a daily basis, thousands of cellular processes occur. Everything that happens in our bodies, all of the vital functions and processes, they start within our cells. That's right, the cells themselves. Now, cells are needed for every function and every process in the body. They're responsible for everything from powering our organs to repairing tissues to helping us combat the effects of stress and aging, which we all do. Cells can work both independently and also together. And just like an orchestra, when they are in harmony with each other, that's when we get the most beautiful result. And remember, cells come together to form tissues, which in turn form organs, like our brains. So our cells work together, they build to form tissues, organs, and these organs work as systems in the body. But at the very beginning, we have to remember all of this is made up of cells. Cells have a direct impact on how our body functions, and in fact, every function and process within our body would cease if it weren't for those hardworking individual cells. So as you probably guessed, it's incredibly important for us to protect the health and wellness of these vital components of our bodies. Cells are truly the foundation of our overall wellness, health, and vitality. So if we really want to achieve and maintain optimal wellness, we first have to look at how can we keep our cells healthy and working optimally and communicating properly with each other. So it's important to remember that good overall health of the body starts within and at the level of our cells.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Ben, for that. That kind of answered my first question that I had for you, that why are cells so important? So for all the people who are attending today, I'd like to tell you that we have designed a special interview between me and Dr. Ben, and I have collated all questions from all of you. And that is how we've designed this special training for all of you. So I'll be asking questions to Dr. Ben that you might already have, and he's going to answer that for all of you. He has very beautifully already answered my first question, that why are cells so important? Now that we know that cells are so important, we also know that there are a lot of factors that are working against our cells day in and day out. So Dr. Ben, what are those factors? Can you give a little brief to us?
So taking a step back and looking around in the world that we all live in, we all need to realize there are many things that impact our health on a daily basis. And many of the different things and components we interact with on a daily basis actually have the potential to harm our bodies and work against our individual health goals. First off, we all experience aging, but aging itself isn't without its own perils. When our cells replicate themselves, they have the potential to make mistakes and errors in proteins or production of certain things in our bodies, which can lead to dysfunction. As well, our body can have the loss of certain key components and tissues as we age. And so our bodies themselves, just through the aging process, is a barrier to overall wellness. So we need to have a strategy to address healthy aging. As well, we think about pollution in our environment. There are many, many chemicals, both in the air, in water, even in the things that we eat potentially. And so we need to be cautious about pollution, about chemicals, and making sure that not only what we breathe, but also what we eat and drink is free of toxins. Toxins can harm our DNA. They can be hormonal disruptors in the body. They can disrupt the communication between ourselves and truly cause dysfunction in the human body. As well, stress itself on a daily basis and poor lifestyle habits. We know many of us don't get enough sleep. We know most people don't eat perfectly. And so therefore, back to that concept of strategy and tools to address these factors that can hurt our health and hurt the function of our cells on a daily basis. And so all of these different factors, aging, pollution, stress, poor lifestyle habits, and others, they truly can be detrimental to our bodies and our cells. They negatively impact our cellular function and communication, and they prevent our cells from working optimally, which in turn can hurt our body's ability to renew or support itself in health challenges. As well, it can contribute to the acceleration in the process of aging. As well, it can also hurt our individual renewal processes of our stem cells in our own body. And so these special processes of renewal in our body are impacted by all of these outside factors. And we want to build within our bodies the word that I like to use, resilience. That means when we experience challenge, we are able to bounce back. We are able to get back to a high quality of life. We want resilience in our bodies and ourselves so we can have a high quality and interact with those we love and the world around us in meaningful ways.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Ben, for that answer. And I think that pretty much tells us that how our cells are being affected by so many factors day in and day out. So this is happening, but is this like a natural process, or can we do something to protect ourselves and give them the help that they require? Can we do something for that?
Absolutely. Studies have clearly shown that it's a combination of multiple different factors and that we can make a difference. In fact, the health outcomes for people, studies have shown on average that 80% of our health outcomes are determined by our lifestyle factors, choices that we make, and only 20% is associated with our genetics. So the first thing I want you to know is you have a choice, and I want you to make that choice for health every day because it makes a difference. Now, while there are so many different things that work against our cells on a daily basis, that doesn't mean there isn't something that we can do to protect ourselves. This human body has several amazing cellular pathways and processes that help it to renew and stay healthy. We simply need to support the body do that. Research has shown that the better our signals to and from the cells and support of the cells themselves can help them to stay healthy. And the more opportunity we have to respond to stress in a positive way with the right material, the right form, the right tools, we therefore can send the right signals and the right things will happen in the body. So again, building that resilience so the body can respond to stress and can respond to the challenges experiences in appropriate ways. We can help our bodies rejuvenate and renew by providing additional nutritional support for our health, starting at the cellular level. With the help of nutrition, we can provide our body with additional tools to support its natural renewal process, assisting in its ability to adapt to change and counter the effect of stress and aging. Again, science is showing that nutritional factors can play a tremendous role, in addition to healthy lifestyle habits, to support cellular health and resilience. And in essence, we can help the body harness its own potential that is already there. This is exactly where supplementation comes in and why we developed StemRenu.
Wow, thank you so much for that, Dr. Ben. So I think, my dear members, 3 things to remember: renew, rejuvenate, and resilience. If we can do these 3 things with our cells, I think our cells will be on point and automatically our health will also be on point. Great, that's amazing. Now coming to one of my favorite questions, that we've heard so much about StemRenu and how it's doing wonders to people's lives. So Dr. Ben, how does StemRenu actually work?
So truly, StemRenu is a world-class supplement. It gives you strong nutrient support for wellness and renewal, providing additional tools to support resilience and help rejuvenate the body from within. Just like Sakshi said, those components of rejuvenation, renewal, resilience, so very, very important in how we respond to the world around us. Now, StemRenu's formula provides additional nutrition to our cells and supports essential cellular functions and processes in the body. And it does that through a multitude of different avenues. So first, it does this through nourishment of the body. This promotes wellness starting at the cellular level. It provides strong cellular nutritional support, giving your cells additional nutrient support to stay healthy and to work optimally. Now, secondly, through the provision of bioactive nutrients for the support of renewal processes is another avenue. Its specialized combination of bioactive nutrients optimizes your body's renewal process right from the start, providing the tools needed to enhance the body's renewal and resilience pathways. Again, our body has multiple different avenues, and if we can support multiple avenues, our likelihood for success in our health and health outcomes is increased. Now, as well, the formula is designed to support overall healthy cell signaling and overall cellular health. Now, I want you to imagine that you are on the phone talking with your friend. You're talking on one end, they're talking on the other, but you can't really hear what each other are saying. And let's say that you are going to go meet for dinner. And one person said, well, let's meet at 7. The other person thought you said, let's meet at 6. And then the other person said, oh, well, let's meet at a restaurant, your favorite, then they say a name. Let's say they called it Sakshi's. And you thought they said, we're going to Rakshi's. And so not only do you go to the wrong place at the wrong time, but then when you get there, there's no one you know. Maybe you're sitting there waiting for hours and your life is disrupted. So that example is communication. And that's exactly what can happen in our bodies when our cells don't communicate efficiently and effectively. They too, if they miscoordinate, if they miscommunicate, they can wind up doing the wrong thing. So the concept of cell signaling is tied critically to overall cellular health. So in focusing on this pathway and the others mentioned, StemRenu supports overall wellness and also, very importantly, assists our body's adaptive capacity to respond to stress. And that's that word resilience we mentioned before. the ability to adapt successfully to stress. Another word for stress is change. Many people don't like change, but we need to respond. And those who are most successful in life are those who have tools and strategies to respond to change in successful ways. And so truly, StemRenu has this built into its nutritional formula to support overall vibrance and resilience. It's packed with science-based ingredients from around the globe. It creates a powerful cocktail for rejuvenation and renewal. And it truly is a powerful and unique formula that has far-reaching impact on a daily basis for optimal well-being and vitality. I've spoken on StemRenu around the world. I've met thousands of people who've used the product personally and experienced its benefits and the goodness it delivers. And it truly is a world-class formula that delivers benefits for people on a daily basis.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for explaining so well. I want all of you to keep a note on the word communication that Dr. Ben emphasized on. Communication is very, very important, whether it is cellular communication or day-to-day communication. He very well explained it via an example, and that's how our cells communicate. And that entire process becomes flawless if your cellular health is on point. And StemRenu is going to help you do that. And that's why it's the magical product that we are all talking about. So that brings me to the next question, Dr. Ben. All of us know that the key ingredient in StemRenu is the avian egg extract. So what exactly is avian egg and why is it so special?
That is a wonderful question. So as we look at the slide here, we see a familiar sight. That's an egg. However, the egg extract used within our formula is no ordinary egg. The egg extract used within the StemRenu formula is carefully selected and packed with nutritive benefit for our cells. It actually comes from fertilized free-range hen eggs, and they are collected at a very specialized and early time frame in their development. This delivers signal proteins and amino acids that support cellular renewal and communication and signaling. And that last word, or words, I should say the last two, signaling and communication, is what I want you to remember about this avian egg extract and its presence in the formula. When we support cellular communication, both the sending and receiving, remember in the very beginning, the sending of the message and the receiving, it supports our body's overall wellness, renewal, and the ability for our body to counter the effects of stress. So tremendously important.
I get that. So avian egg extract is the reason it's one of the key ingredients, and probably all the magic happening in the product is basically happening because of this ingredient. That brings me...
Actually, I just want to jump in and say it is a critical and key component, and it provides a major avenue of action in the formula. And so we build that formula of SterRenu through those multiple modes of action. And when we think of the MVP or the most valuable player in the formula, the avian extract certainly is that.
I get that. I get that. So the most valuable player is the avian egg extract. Awesome. Amazing. That brings me to the next question, that what are the other ingredients in StemRenu and why are they important?
Now, StemRenu contains 7 additionally carefully selected ingredients from around the globe, both from land and sea, to create a robust formula for rejuvenation and renewal. Each specialized bioactive ingredient brings different characteristics and attributes to the formula, again, building a broad team of action. And together, they create this team to support the vitality and wellness of the body. So let's dig a little deeper and discover these additional ingredients in more detail. I do want to mention, when you look at that screen, it's a wonderful picture of different colors and from different areas of the earth. Again, we talk about land and sea, and the variety that is present in StemRenu is one of the other things that gives it tremendous action in the body. Is we've used ingredients with different biochemical properties with broad variety from nature. So let's start with our first ingredient, and that is ginseng. So ginseng is a world-renowned adaptogenic herb. Again, adaptogenic means helping our body respond to stress in a helpful way. And it's been used for centuries. Now, again, an adaptogen is a substance that helps our body adapt and respond to stress in a healthy way. Ginseng has been recognized for its anti-fatigue effects, so supporting our energy, and its ability to overall support the vitality of the body. It's well known to help boost energy levels while fighting fatigue and tiredness, and has also been linked to improved mental clarity. So that focus and clarity that we all want, ginseng helps support that. The next ingredient I want to focus on is green tea. Green tea is a true superfood that contains a family of beneficial substances. One of these families are called catechins. Now, within that family is a very special catechin called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG. Thousands of studies have been performed on this very, very special catechin within green tea. It is a very powerful antioxidant that has been studied for multiple actions in the body. Green tea extract, the EGCG, helps protect our body against harmful free radicals because of its powerful antioxidant capacity, as well as ability to interact with different organs and hormonal pathways in our body. As well, green tea extract has been found to help support and balance blood glucose within normal levels and support the body's overall metabolism. Green tea truly is a superfood, and the inclusion of green tea extract within the StemRenu formula helps promote overall body wellness, and it adds a strong antioxidant aspect to the formula. Next, let's talk about organic aloe vera gel. Now, aloe has been used around the world for centuries for its benefits to human health. The aloe vera gel used in the StemRenu formula is of exceptional quality, it's certified organic, and highly bioavailable. The aloe has been grown in a micronutrient-dense soil for maximum effectiveness, and the gel itself has a very high content of specialized glyconutrients like ace-mannan. Now, these glyconutrients have been shown to support immunity and blood sugar within normal levels. We've included it in this formula because of the recent research associated with these exciting glyconutrients and their ability to help cellular communication. The other key part here is to remember that we are using the gel from within the aloe plant. We're not using whole aloe, but that inner fillet. It's a very special part, and in doing so, we're using not only the bioactive glyconutrients, but also we are removing any potentially unhealthy substances. So some products use whole aloe, including that outer leaf part. In formulation, you actually don't want to do that for the safety of people. And safety is so tremendously important. And so, again, we only use that organic inner fillet. Another exciting ingredient in the formula is resveratrol from red grapes of France. Now, red grapes and resveratrol provide a source of a substance that is very, very powerful in its antioxidant capacity. And that is that resveratrol I mentioned in the very beginning. It's been shown in many studies to support heart health, to have strong antioxidant capacity, to support healthy metabolism, as well as healthy aging. Studies have shown that it is also associated with activating survival genes in the human body and cellular communication. Again, getting back to that communication aspect of the cells. Each of the ingredients in our formula has multiple modalities of action. So resveratrol is a very exciting ingredient with broad action, again, from red grapes, powerful antioxidant with additional cell signaling capability. The next ingredient that we've included is organic kelp. Now, this is a type of brown seaweed that is found in cold waters. The kelp used in our formula is sourced from Canada and is nutrient dense. It's naturally rich and beneficial ingredients and components called flavonoids, which have been shown to help protect against environmental toxins and environmental stress, as well as oxidative stress. This ingredient adds unique and additional tools for the body to see benefit in the formula. it acts as a synergistic component. And I just love this picture on the screen, again, reinforcing that we have ingredients not only from the land, but also from the sea, really using the goodness of the entire earth in our formula. All those natural bioactive compounds that exist in nature from land and sea being incorporated. So very exciting addition to the formula. Next, I want to talk about an ingredient that comes from black pepper, and it's called bioactive. It is clinically proven to increase the bioavailability of nutrients so they can be better absorbed and used by the body. In essence, it increases the potency of a substance within a formula without increasing their amounts. As well, black pepper is a natural antioxidant. And when we think about the inclusion of this ingredient, it helps the product work even better. It helps increase the likelihood that we will see benefit. You see, not everyone's body is the same. Some people's bodies may be more challenged. Maybe they're going through a health challenge in their own lives or condition. And so therefore, maybe their absorptive capacities to absorb nutrients may not be as efficient or effective as other people. This ingredient truly helps those individuals even more because it helps that absorption of nutrients. So very exciting to have that, not only for its absorptive aspects and working as a brother or sister to the other ingredients, but in of itself, it carries specialized antioxidant properties too. Now, last but certainly not least, we have a marine mineral complex. This is sourced from organic marine algae from South America. It supplies calcium, magnesium, boron, and other bone-friendly nutrients and nutrient cofactors. They participate in bone-friendly activities as well as what I call cellular doorway pathways. What does that mean exactly? Well, they act as cofactors, like a key in a lock. So for example, calcium can often act in helping trigger the entry or exit of a substance in and out of cells. So when we think of what we know about minerals and nutrients, we often think of them in just one certain way. But just like our personality as people, nutrients themselves have different characteristics on how they interact. So calcium doesn't just act in one way, it acts in many ways in the body. And sometimes just a small amount of certain nutrients acting as a cofactor can really exponentially increase the action of other nutrients and pathways in the body. So we're excited to have this marine mineral complex to help the formula work even better with its inclusion of these cofactors.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for explaining this so beautifully. I was very much attentive and I was making my notes while you were talking. I'm sure all of you are doing that as well. All of these ingredients are hand-picked ingredients. And like Dr. Ben said, we've gone to all the areas of the globe and picked the correct and the most appropriate source for that ingredient. And that is how StemRenu becomes such a special product and such a flagship product for us at NHT Global India. So that brings me to the next question, Dr. Ben.
So Sakshi, when we think about StemRenu, many times I'm asked, what are the key benefits? How does it help the body? And in answering this question, I like to use a sports analogy or a sports story, and that involves basketball. And in fact, I coach my son's basketball team, and so that's very fun and enjoyable to be with the youth. But we talk in basketball, we talk about the skill of dribbling, where the ball, you're handling the basketball, right? But what's key is we often check the ball to make sure that it's inflated properly. Because what happens to a basketball if it's not inflated properly? Instead of bouncing when it hits the ground, it actually will not bounce properly or get back to the proper height. And if that basketball is flat or doesn't have enough air, it will barely bounce at all. And I think that's a wonderful analogy or comparison to our health, where we in our bodies need to have enough resilience or bounce or that air, so to speak, to respond to when we experience challenges, or you could view the ground as that ball is hitting it, this hard impact. Does the ball bounce to the proper height? Does it get back up to where it's supposed to be? Or does it not bounce high enough? We all know people who've experienced health challenges or stress in their life. And it could not just be something, a physical trauma, it could be an emotional trauma or the loss of a loved one. But we know that some people never fully recover. They never bounce back to who and what they were before. And so what we want to talk about and what we want to form is this resilience in our body to bounce back against change and against challenge. And that truly is the largest benefit when I think of what I want people to walk away with is what StemRenu provides is that resilience to bounce back. And StemRenu is formulated to impact many areas of health. And here on this slide, we've highlighted some of the most common things that people notice. It impacts healthy aging, it supports daily vitality, it helps restore the body to a more youthful and balanced state. As well, we find nutrient support for healthy cell signaling and communication, and this supports overall cellular health and function. Now, when we have proper communication and function, this in turn promotes body renewal, healthy recovery, and proper organ function. It helps counter the effects of stress and aging due to its strong antioxidant aspect, promoting healthy cellular replication. It improves occasional sleeplessness, as well as helps to promote a deeper, more restful sleep. And because of this, we see increased energy and endurance. Now, additional ingredients support bone, heart, and immune health, and we've discussed several of these along the way in our presentation today. Now, one final note on the formula that many people like is that it is suitable for ovo-vegetarians because of the careful ingredient selection. It truly is a formula for everyone that has far-reaching impact on a daily basis for wellness, vitality, and renewal.
Absolutely. That kind of sums up the entire range of benefits that the product gives all of us. And I'm sure that all of us really look for something that helps us counter the kind of stress we face on day-to-day basis and helps us bounce back so that we can deal with our lives in a much, much better way. And I think StemRenu is going to help us do that. So thank you for explaining that, Dr. Ben. That brings me to the next question. What sets StemRenu apart from the other products?
StemRenu is truly a world-class nutritional formula, and it has been created with care. As you mentioned, each ingredient has been carefully selected and reviewed, the scientific studies investigated and read. Now, from its formulation to the selection of the raw materials to its final processing, I want to ensure everyone that every step has a strong commitment to purity, safety, and quality. Many people take for granted that what they put in their bodies is safe. I want you to know that we don't. We don't take it for granted, and safety is the utmost important. Safety, quality, effectiveness, making sure that it works, the potency, that it's present. And it's important as well that we have a formula that is backed by science and that provides results in people's lives, most importantly. Now, it's been formulated based on scientific investigations and continued the following of product use experiences from around the globe. So we've continually improved the product. It's a formula that has been created looking at and reviewing extensive scientific research. This research helped to lay the foundation for how much of an ingredient, in what balance, in what ratio. How do they work together? How could they be an agonist or an antagonist? What are the levels to balance out to make sure that they work in synergy with each other and not against each other? Why? Because at the end of the day, we want the best experience for all individuals, a product that is safe and a product that works. I want you to know that the product is scientifically tested. The product is tested for more than 500 potential contaminants to ensure the utmost safety, purity, and quality. It's made in a GMP certified facility, our state-of-the-art facility. It's certified and approved, and it upholds the highest quality standards to ensure that you're getting the safest supplement possible. And now another feature that is unique is that it's also listed in the Renowned Prescribers Digital Reference, or PDR. So what's the PDR? The PDR is a leading medical reference that's been trusted by healthcare providers for decades. This comprehensive database provides access to important references for information for drugs and dietary supplements and helps us physicians and consumers make informed health decisions. The addition of StemRenu to the PDR, this means that thousands of healthcare professionals can now reference and consult information about the product's formula and its benefits online via the PDR website. It also gives confidence to the physician and their ability to use and review it and helping create wellness plans for their patients. To find our listing in the PDR, all you need to do is go to pdr.net and type in StemRenu in the search box. Now, these additional features give a unique aspect that truly sets StemRenu apart from other products in the market. It is one that is created with care and designed for safety and results.
Thank you so much for emphasizing on that, Dr. Ben. I would like to tell all of you that being a PDR listed product is a matter of prestige, and it takes a lot of tests to qualify to get into the PDR directory. So for all of you who don't know, PDR is basically a global directory wherein all the reputed supplements are a part of that directory. And we are a part of that. And I'm glad that we finally have the product that is PDR listed with us. And like Dr. Ben said, we are what we eat. So it's much more important to identify that what is the quality of the supplement that you're putting in your body. And like Dr. Ben said, we take utmost care of the quality, the way it is made, and also the entire manufacturing process is well governed. And that assures you that the supplement is highly safe, highly pure, and you can actually very comfortably consume it without any tension as such. That brings me to the next question. How do we use StemRenu?
So one of the nice things about the StemRenu formula is that it's easy to use and it's designed for the majority of people, meaning the likelihood of reaction to the product in a negative way is very, very low. So you can have confidence as you share the product, as you tell people about it and use it, that the likelihood for success is very, very high. We recommend taking 1 to 2 capsules per day based upon need or as directed by your personal healthcare professional. And again, being listed in the PDR, they can draw up the information, review it, and work with their individual patients to set a care plan. Now, one quick tip, if you're consuming more than 1 capsule, I recommend that individuals break this dosing evenly throughout the day. For example, if you are taking 2 capsules, I would take 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening for best results. As well, I do recommend individuals consume water or their favorite beverage when taking their capsules to assist with swallowing. Now, if someone has difficulty swallowing capsules, you could even open it and sprinkle it, say in yogurt, and use it that way if you have difficulty. Sometimes you may have people who have strong difficulty swallowing or maybe just deconditioned, and that could help in that way. So that's something, another tip that I've gotten as questions over time. Now, I do need to say as a friendly reminder that NHT Global products do not treat, reduce, cure, or prevent any disease. So if you have a pre-existing condition or are currently taking prescribed medications, we always recommend that you first check with your personal healthcare provider and doctor before introducing any new supplements into your health regimen. What our products do focus on is harnessing that natural potential of your body, giving your body the right material, nutrients, cofactors, signals to help harness the body's own capacity for wellness and healing. So we all have this resilience in our body, and just like in coaching teams, sometimes we need a little bit of help in bringing out the best in our players. And so that's what nutrition and healthy lifestyle habits can do for our bodies and our wellness, help bring out the best of our bodies and our natural resilient capacity.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Ben. So now that we know how to use the product, it's absolutely simple to use the product. There's no prep required, and you can actually consume it at your convenience. and maybe you can start consuming it and seeing the benefits that Dr. Ben is talking about. That brings me to the next question, Dr. Ben, that who do you think should use StemRenu? Who is the right audience to use StemRenu?
I recommend this formula to anyone who is invested in their health, who wants better well-being and wants to feel their best every day, and especially for those over the age of 30. As our body ages, we find that our body becomes less efficient and effective at many of the processes that when we were younger seemed to go just a little bit better. And so when we think, again, back to the sports analogy, the distance or the speed with which we could run maybe when we were in our early 20s isn't the same as when we are in our early 50s. So our body changes. And part of that change, we need to give our bodies the tools and strategies. So I really recommend this for anyone invested in their health, people who are very active, athletes, for example, people who may be experiencing health challenges, as well as people who are aging. Which is all of us. But the older we get, the more that our body can run into some of those challenges associated with that aging process. Now, many of us, as I mentioned, are looking for ways to support resilience as we age. And I think we can do this holistically through the daily use of StemRenu. Remember that StemRenu addresses unique nutritional areas and pathways and provides additional nutritional tools to support our overall wellness and resilience that we may not be getting in our average diet. Again, think about the ingredients, the concentrations, and the different pathways. One of the things that when we think about wellness in our body is we need different strategies. And we talk about variety in what we eat. We talk about eating, quote, the rainbow of colors and food from fruits and vegetables. So that rainbow concept, that also applies to nutritive aspects. We want multiple different players on our team, or multiple different colors, so to speak, to build that broad action in our body for wellness. Now, StemRenu also benefits multiple crucial areas of health, from supporting increased energy and faster recovery, to countering the effects of stress and aging, to supporting your heart and immune. So regardless of your age, lifestyle, or personal health goals, it makes up a core daily health routine and supports a strong nutritional foundation for optimal vitality and well-being.
All right, that just means that this product is for everyone who is a health enthusiast. And I'm sure everyone who's taken some time out for this special event today is a health enthusiast. So I would recommend all of you to go ahead, try this product for your own self and experience the benefits that Dr. Ben is talking about. That brings me to the next question, Dr. Ben. We've heard about the concept of tree of health. And
yes,
this is something that our entire India market is really, really excited about. And the introduction of StemRenu completes the tree of health for us. So please let us know that what exactly is tree of health and how does that work?
Absolutely. The tree of health concept is based on the root and branch principle in ancient Eastern Chinese medicine. In a nutshell, it says the health of our body is like a tree. We have roots and we have branches, and the roots refer to our body's internal processes and what's going on at a cellular level. The branches represent our daily experiences, how we look, how we feel, and really our energy and stamina that we have, our vitality, the emotions, and even our outward physical appearance. Now, we can trim unhealthy leaves or branches, but we cannot truly achieve optimal wellness if the underlying root system is not nourished and supported. Now, I just love this concept because it provides a more holistic way to look at our wellness and goes right to the root or core of our health, and that's our cells.
Wow, that's amazing. So this is something new, the entire root and branch theory. So what I understand is there's always something that works best in combination. And these three products that you see on the screen that is the omega-3 essential fatty acids, StemRenu, and Restore Silver. All of these three products work beautifully in combination, and that is where you see the drastic health benefits that you want to experience for yourself, because they are working at the cellular level. They do not work superficially. They directly work at the cellular level. And that's where you see the entire magic of the NHT Global products. So all of these three products are going to work in combination. And for all the attendees right now, we have a little surprise for you towards the end regarding this combination. So please stay geared and be alert as to what the surprise is.
You know, Sakshi, the tree of health is really that formation of those three products that you mentioned: the StemRenu, the omega-3 essential fatty acids, and Restore Silver. And I highly recommend making the Tree of Health family of products as part of your daily regimen for focusing on being healthier inside and out from head to toe. And when used together as a complete daily system, they truly provide a strong foundation for peak wellness, really providing that foundation for resilience and rejuvenation. They complement each other. They work in different pathways to give your body a broad team for daily wellness.
All right, great. Thank you so much for that, Dr. Ben. Now, I would like to ask you a very important question, that here we have a lot of leaders and members who would like to talk about this product to others, their friends, their relatives. So what exactly are the claims that we can use for StemRenu? We'd like to hear from you.
You bet. So as we look on the slide here, and it's very important that I just want to mention that this is a product that is powerful. This is a product that will have impact in people's lives. And it's something where we don't need to build hype. We don't need to build fallacy or make extravagant claims. Again, when the body functions properly, we will see and feel amazing things in our bodies. I often say in my talk, who here would like to be 2% happier? And everyone raises their hand. Maybe the guy in the back doesn't raise his hand, but he's crabby anyway. Okay. But the idea is that we all want to be a little happier in our lives. And happiness seems to be one of the hardest things to actually achieve or to go after for people. People skydive, they jump off bridges, bungee jumping, they do extreme sports, all just to get a little bit of adrenaline rush. Why? To become happier. And so one of the things that I like to mention right off the bat is that when our bodies work better, when we age well, when we have a high quality of life, the happiness in our life increases. And when we're happy people, we're kind, we're generous, we're forgiving, all those things that lead to a calm presence and to be enjoyable to be around. So what can we say about the product? We can say it supports healthy aging and resilience. It promotes renewal and recovery. It counteracts the effects of stress. We can say that it increases energy and endurance, that it improves occasional sleeplessness and promotes deeper, more restful sleep. And sleep is tremendously important in the renewal process for our body. It can support bone, heart, and immune health, and it provides nutrient support for healthy cell signaling and overall cellular health. And so as we look at the slide, there's a lot on there. But at the end of the day, what does StemRenu do? StemRenu supports a high quality of life to help us be better people. And when we feel well, we then can be better dads, better moms, better workers, better brothers, sisters, parents, right? And that's truly what we want, is to feel like ourselves, to look like ourselves in the mirror when we see ourselves, and to be in a state where we can bring goodness to the world. And so I know this may sound a little more philosophical, but at the end of the day, what excites me most isn't when a patient or in consult, I work with people and their health condition gets better. Yes, that's exciting. What's even more exciting is when they start to tell me what they're doing in their life again, how they're living again. That's truly what excites me, right? When people get back to that high quality of life.
Absolutely. I think that is the word that we should all take away from here, that this is going to work on the quality of our life. And that is something that all of us are struggling with. We want a better quality of life to perform better in our lives in all aspects. And I think very beautifully, Dr. Ben has summed up that it actually improves the quality of your life. That brings me to the last question for today, Dr. Ben. Since it is New Year and we have just stepped in the first month of the new year, do you have any health or lifestyle tips that you could share with all our members so that they could take that away along with the StemRenu?
Absolutely. And I'll give a quick list here, okay? And I'll try not to go too long. And remember that it's a holistic approach, and StemRenu and nutritional supplements and wellness products are a part of our strategy and plan. But there are so many other things that we can do as well. One of those things, and we mentioned it during the talk, is the importance of sleep. So I want you to give yourself emotional permission to go to bed at the end of the night. What does that mean? That means tell yourself, I'm finished for the day. I will restart tomorrow, and I will emotionally release myself so I can relax and be calm and go to sleep. As well, sleep, when we look at the studies and its impact overall for long-term health of the brain, hormonal, weight, blood sugar balance, all of these things, our body needs that time. And I went to a talk by a neurologist or a brain doctor, and he made the analogy about sleep is the time where our brains gets out the broom and sweeps out all the garbage that fell on the floor during the day, all the side metabolites that our brain produces gets processed and swept. It's a time when our fragment of memories, where just this is very interesting, and that is, just think of all the things that you see and hear in a day. Think about that car that maybe honked its horn as you were driving by. What does your brain do with that? That's not a critical piece of information, yet you processed it, you took it in. Where does it go? So the brain needs to declutter. And sleep is a time where the brain declutters to make room for more memories, more processing, more focus. So focus on your sleep. Try to get a minimum of 6 hours, that's 6 to 8 hours, but really that minimum, it has to be at 6. Try to get more, but certainly not less than that. There's something called the free range concept of sleep. People often ask, well, how do I know how much sleep I need? We talk about free range. And what that means is, after you go on vacation for about a week, without setting an alarm, once you're relaxed, how long does your body naturally sleep for? And that's your free range sleep requirement. And everyone's different. But studies have shown a minimum of 6 is critical to prevent some very devastating health impacts long term. So sleep. Number 2, veggies for breakfast. I want you to take veggies for breakfast because many of the breakfast foods we eat are high in carbohydrate. They can really get a cascade of hormonal storm going right away. So more veggies and protein for breakfast. Triatine could be a component for that. But veggies for breakfast. And I also want to mention activity for physical activity, 150 minutes per week. That's really important. It doesn't have to be running a marathon, or it doesn't have to be out there playing super intense soccer, but just being active, getting your heart rate up, the benefits of exercise, both for our physical and mental health. And finally, I want to mention that we need to think about our emotional health. And we have to choose on a daily basis. We have to choose health. We also have to choose healthy ways of operating, not only in terms of what we choose to put into our body, but what we choose to feed ourselves mentally. So I want you to choose to be generous in kindness and quick to forgive and quick to help others. And so when we do that, when we operate from a position, if someone cuts you off in traffic, instead of getting angry, maybe we think, maybe they have a family member who's in a critical condition and they're trying to get there. And so assuming the good and being quick to forgive, I think that's one thing that I just think is important. It doesn't mean that we don't learn from the mistakes of others or their actions or behaviors or allow other people to be harmful to us, but it means that we don't hold on to that emotional baggage. So those are 3 quick tips. I have more. I have a whole talk. Sometime when we're in person or another webinar, I have a whole list that I go through on just healthy lifestyle habits. So that'll be fun to do someday.
Thank you so much for sharing those beautiful tips. So I think sleep well, eat well. Also make sure that you leave your emotional baggage, take care of your mental health, and a good physical activity. These are the takeaways along with any nutritional regimen that you have. This is something that you should definitely take care of. So thank you so much, Dr. Ben. On that note, I would like to thank you for your time, for explaining so beautifully to all our audience out here. I'm sure that everyone just loved your presentation and they have learned something new out of it. So thank you so much once again, and we look forward to seeing you very soon once again.
Thank you so much, everyone. Again, it's been an honor and a privilege, and I look forward to speaking with you, and good luck with everything in India.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So all the attendees, I'm sure that you must be wondering that how do I remember so much of information? So what I've done is I have curated a document for all of you, wherein I have put all of these questions and the answers that Dr. Ben just gave. So I've made a document, and it's called the FAQ document. It's called the Frequently Asked Questions document. My colleague will be sharing that document with you on the chat box right now. So please download that, keep it with you as a handy reference for anything and everything about StemRenu. So that is especially for all of you as a takeaway from this event. All right, so on that note, I would like to invite Shram Gupta. He's the Manager of Marketing and Business Growth, and now he'll be talking about the financials of the product and what is the objective to get the product to NHT Global India. Over to you, Shram.
Thank you, Sakshi, for hosting this session, and thank you, Dr. Ben, for enlightening our India members about the benefits of StemRenu. And I'm sure all of them are geared up and enlightened to share the benefits with their team members, their prospects, and ready to take the India sales to the next level. Now, I want to take a moment and thank all the people who are behind getting the StemRenu to India. And this mission began 3 years ago, and the foundation was laid by my colleague Chetan Sukhadia, who is now in the US. But he did all the groundwork, which made it possible for the product to come in so easily over in the last few months. Another big shout out to Sakshi, who is responsible for the product registrations, product marketing, designing, and everything, and so on. Also Suchita, who designed the labels and all the beautiful marketing materials that you're seeing on the screen. And to Arun for managing the back end of this webinar so well and to ensure that nothing breaks down. And also to my colleague Anson for bringing StemRenu so quickly from the shores of the US to the Indian ports and getting the clearance very quickly, and ensuring that all the pre-orders reach your hands as quickly as possible and you can get the taste of StemRenu. And over the past few weeks, for those who have tried StemRenu and tasted it, I have received calls from several of you that you have received and seen the benefit just in a few days of experiencing the product, which is phenomenal. Now, what I have seen about the product and heard about the product, that since the StemRenu has been launched in several parts of the world, the sales have been skyrocketed in those markets, especially Peru, wherein the Peru market sold 10,000 bottles of StemRenu in just 6 months of being launched. And now the Peru market has been growing phenomenally over the last several years, just because of this one product, Magical StemRenu. We've seen some great results in the markets such as Sweden, Norway, just because they've seen and received tremendous testimonials in form of the product benefit. Now, I hope that India market will now take the advantage of StemRenu, and this will help you take your business to the next level. So are you ready? Let's see a hands up or a shout out. Amazing. So moving on to the next slide, we have StemRenu is priced at 4,999 for those who are gold members or platinum members in terms of the price point. That's exclusive of taxes. With taxes, the price is 5,899, and the maximum retail price of this product is 8,500 rupees. which makes it or brings it up in the premium category. And just to remind you that StemRenu is extremely unique in the Indian market. There's no other product which is even close in terms of the benefits that StemRenu can provide. And whenever you sell or buy StemRenu, you get 30 BVs in terms of the business volume in your business account. Now, we opened up the sales of StemRenu in terms of pre-booking in the early part of January. And I would like to applaud Lochumi Venu, from the capital of the state of Nagaland, where we have most of our customers. And Lochumi has sold or within her team 100 plus bottles in just last few weeks, which and she also achieved the Rising Star rank just last month, just because of the sales of StemRenu. And her team members and herself are experiencing a huge difference in terms of the overall health and benefit that they're experiencing from the consumption of the product. So kudos to Lochumi for this achievement right in the first month. So StemRenu, with this launch of StemRenu, we bring to you and announce the launch of the Tree of Health packages, which are now live in your back office. So you can buy StemRenu at a great price in a pack of 3 and a pack of 5. And pack of 3 is just over 16,500, and pack of 5 is just under 26,000. So you get extra savings when you buy StemRenu in bulk. And you can, as Dr. Ben recommended, you can go ahead and make your collection and start consuming these 3 products with StemRenu, Restore Silver, and Omega-3, and make them part of your daily routine in terms of consumption by opting in for this the Tree of Health pack. This amazing pack is just under 12,000, all inclusive, and would give you 65 BV. Another pack with StemRenu is a combination of Omega and StemRenu. Both of them come at a stunning price point of just over 8,000 rupees with 45 BVs. And we have StemRenu coming in together with Restore Silver, 45 BVs at 8,500 with Restore Silver. So some great packages already live in your back office. So start placing your orders now. The products are live and the sale is on. So go ahead and place your orders and take your business to the next level that you have ever imagined. Now, I would like to invite our global ambassador, Dan Cato, to share some words of wisdom and inspiration with the team.
Namaste. Shrang, can you hear me okay?
Yes, you're audible. Yeah, you're audible.
Oh, great. Can you see me as well?
Yeah, we can see you. Perfect.
Oh, good. Good. Well, thank God for these incredible products, because as they say, at my age now, I need all the help I can get. So StemRenu and all the rest of our products have certainly helped me just in my journey here with NHT. First of all, a big namaste to all of India, and it's really a pleasure to be on with you here. I guess it's this evening, your time in the Indian market. It's now 10:45 here in Toronto, Canada. I just got a few minutes to share with you a little bit, I guess, 2 things, and I could take the next several hours and even a couple of days to share with you just everything about what is happening with NHT, with the vision of NHT Global, and especially the products, and especially StemRenu. First of all, I want to try and do this in the next 3 to 4 to 5 minutes as best as I can. But I started this company. I was the very first distributor back 23 plus years ago with Joe Garcia. We were the very first distributors, and we started just with one product, and that was an impact product at that time, which was Allura. But we had a vision that one day we would be in multiple markets around the world with multiple products and multiple global ambassadors. Well, we're realizing that dream today. But our biggest dream was to get into the market of India. And in doing that, we've been able to bring these incredible products to India. And today, as you know, a game-changing product. And thank you, Dr. Ben. I've known Dr. Ben now for over 20 years. He is the real deal. So when we brought this product to market, there was no other product that impacted our customer base, our consumer base, and our distributor base like StemRenu. And the biggest reason, not so much the ingredients, which are incredible, as you've heard today, but the results. And the key was the demonstration, not so much the information. So you don't have to go out and try to be Dr. Ben when you market StemRenu. Just get the product out. What's the secret? Don't keep it a secret. That's the secret. Get this product out to as many people as you can. Don't worry, it'll do the work for you. A couple of testimonials just to share with you what's happened with StemRenu with me. I've suffered with ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease 38 years ago. I was initially diagnosed. I was 30 years old at that time when I was diagnosed with colitis and Crohn's. Well, I've been on StemRenu since it was launched, and it has helped stabilize my system and my colitis and my Crohn's with it. Just the most recent one is our cleaning lady that we have here in our Toronto home. Because of NHT Global, because of the opportunity, I'm now in $3 million homes in 2 different countries. Thank you for this opportunity. But this Toronto home that I'm in right now, our cleaning lady was here just a couple of weeks ago. I gave her StemRenu, and she had been complaining, and this is to Dr. Ben's point about some of the benefits that you get. And I had forgotten about some of those benefits because there's so many that you get with StemRenu. Anyways, I gave her a couple bottles. She came back 2 weeks later to clean the place, and I gave her the bottles for herself. But I remembered I'd always ask her about how her husband was doing. Well, he was having issues with vertigo. He was not sleeping at night. He was always grumpy. He was always complaining. He never seemed to be in a good mood. He wasn't happy. And she'd been complaining for the last couple of years that, she'd been cleaning her place and she'd become a pretty good friend. Anyways, 2 weeks ago, she came back. I said, so how's the StemRenu doing? And I gave it for her because I wanted her, have a little bit more energy. She gave it to her husband. She says, it's incredible. My husband's not complaining anymore. He's sleeping so much better. He is happy these days. He's going out of the house, and he had stopped going out of the house. So I guess there's some spouses out there that people that with their spouse or with their partner, they'd like to have their spouse or their partner happier, in a better mood, getting better sleep, not snoring anymore. Some of the other little benefits that can be very big to one's relationship. But the key here is the stories of what's the benefits that people are getting from StemRenu. So if you're brand new and you haven't taken the product yet, and you're just starting to market the product, use other people's stories. So once you've got your story, fantastic. But in the beginning, you can use other people's stories. But the keys are the stories and not keeping it a secret. India, congratulations on everything that you're doing. Congratulations, Sarfraz, on all of your incredible leadership. To you and your Eagles, you guys are going to soar here with StemRenu. So again, namaste. Thanks so much. I can't wait to see you and talk to you again real soon. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Dan. That was very, very motivating. And I'm sure all our members here are motivated to talk about StemRenu to their people ahead. Testimonial to share with all of you about the product. And that testimonial comes from far away from Russia, one of our members. And this is the testimonial for all of you.
Здравствуйте, я из России. Хочу поделиться результатами по продукту StemRenu. Моей маме 86 лет. Она принимала от 2 до 6 капсул ежедневно в течение полугода. Стала заметно лучше выглядеть. Стала моложе кожа. Исчезли сосудистые звездочки. Волосы потемнели. Стало гораздо меньше седины. И очень важно, мама стала спокойнее спать. Сон стал более глубокий и продолжительный. Мы довольны результатами, полученными от продукта StemRenu. Спасибо.
All right, so that was the testimonial that I was showing. We move ahead with yet another testimonial for all of you.
Здравствуйте.
And here is the testimonial from our Russia distributor.
Всем здравствуйте. Меня зовут Данил, я из города Пермь. Мое знакомство с продуктом StemRenu произошло в сентябре 2023 года. Произошло оно, когда я участвовал в конкурсе и, соответственно, выиграл. Тогда компания NHT Global мне отправила в подарок одну баночку StemRenu. Соответственно, я начал принимать ее. В связи с моей тяжелой работой я заметил улучшение сна. Потому что я, бывает, сплю по 3-4 часа в сутки всего лишь. У меня появилась энергия. Мне хватает этого количества времени, чтобы выспаться. Потом я заряжаюсь бодрствованием, соответственно. И я целый день чувствую себя очень прекрасно. Всем большое спасибо. До свидания.
Alright, so that was yet another testimonial, and we have one more testimonial to share with all of you, and this comes directly from Europe for all of our Indian members.
Congratulations, India. I'm so happy to hear that you are going to receive StemRenu. I have been using it for over 7 years now, and it has changed my life. From my opinion, this is the world's best nutritional supplement, and believe me, I have tried a lot the last 30 years. The year I turned 20, I started experiencing health challenges, which have had a negative impact on my joints and my life. These challenges have taken a toll on my comfort and limited my joint mobility, which has really altered my quality of life. So I'm very happy that I dared to, wanted, and had the courage to try something new 7 years ago. StemRenu was completely different from anything else I've tried. I got amazing results from the product right away. It gave me immediate relief in my joints, and I noticed an improvement in my comfort and mobility. After just over a month, I was taking shorter walks again and moving and feeling better than ever. I have more energy, I'm finally sleeping through the night, and I feel incredibly strong mentally. Of course, I have told others about this amazing supplement, and many others have also had incredible results, not only with joint challenges like mine, but also in supporting their mental well-being and general health and vitality. Hearing someone say thank you for the product changing their life is just as awesome every time. So again, congratulations! I look forward to hearing all the stories you will get when you try this wonderful product.
All right, that was one of our distributors from Europe who is congratulating us on getting StemRenu on board. I would like to invite yet another global ambassador of NHT Global, Mr. Joe Garcia. Thank you so much, Joe, for being a part of this event today. Thank you for your time. And I would like you to talk to all our members here and tell them that what StemRenu has done for you and how can it soar the business. Over to you, Joe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm super excited for this launch in India. As Dan was sharing and Dr. Ben, this has been a game changer for not only NHT Global, but for the health of people all over the world. I was first introduced to this technology a number of years ago, and I saw it. I said to myself, I said, this is incredible. This is so unique. The research and the science behind this dates all the way back to the 1930s there in Canada. I've got to bring this to NHT Global. And through a lot of hard work and vision, we were able to secure the global rights to this product. And we've got the best formulator in the world, which is Dr. Ben, formulating this product. Just a little bit of the gift that we have, the doctor. Him and his brother have a GMP manufacturing facility in Minnesota, where many of our NHT Global products are being made and formulated. So the gift that Dr. Ben has given to myself, Dan, and NHT Global has been unbelievable. We have a game changer scientist in Dr. Ben, game changer doctor, world-renowned doctor. And Ben, I just want to recognize you're here. We don't say it enough, but we're so fortunate to have you on our team and to have the vision that you have with regards to life-altering supplements and technology. You know, guys, I want to really not over, but this is bigger. Dr. Ben and I have traveled all over the world along with Dan, introducing this product, and we've seen the changes all over the world with this product for people's health and remarkable stories. Like it just, of the amount of health product to really help people in the marketplace that is actually what we would consider competition. So as all of you the timing is everything in business or have Curry Global with this product in India. We haven't even scratched the surface. Over the next 5 years, we've seen what it's done in China. We've seen what it's done all over Asia. We've seen what it's done in Peru and Mexico and throughout Europe, what this product has done financially from a business perspective. Really excited for the Indian market, India. Like Remark, I had a vision to take this business all over the world, to every city, province, country, continent of this world. And now we're launching in our 51st market in Colombia. And it was important to me and from day one for me to take the time to travel the globe, to share the vision of NHT Global. I needed to have the belief that NHT was going to have the top 1% formulations, top 1% doctors, top 1% manufacturing, top 1% products. I needed to have that belief. And NHT from day one has kept their promises all over the world. Dr. Bennett shared something very unique in this space. And I hope you really understand how important this is. He had shared that StemRenu is tested for over 500 contaminants. Let me share with you, ladies and gentlemen, very few companies around the globe do this process. Very few companies, because it's very expensive to do. And for most reasons, it's not mandatory to do in this space. But NHT, because they want to stay on the top 1 percentile, because they want to change people's lives globally, they do this extra step to make sure that we have the highest quality in marketing and highest quality in product development. And this is so important for our future. So when someone asks you, why is NHT Global different? That's the one thing that you want to share with people, that despite the investment that NHT makes in products, and despite all the technology and the research and development, NHT always will be number one in this area. A couple of years ago here in Canada, I shared this study with Dr. Ben. There was a professor at the University of Guelph. You can look it up.
Joe, we cannot hear you once again. Are you here? I think there's a technical glitch again at his place. All right, we'll see if he comes back.
Okay, can you hear me still? I apologize for the tech.
Joe, yeah. Now we can hear you.
Okay, so I was just finishing, over 80% of what this professor studied did not have the ingredients. So our promise, and in India and globally, our products are made with top 1% quality. So keep this in mind when marketing here. We've got a huge opportunity, as Dan shared with you. We've got the knowledge, we've got the product. You can build a multi-billion-dollar business just with this one product. So ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your horses, strap in the seatbelt, because over the next year, this product is going to change the lives of people all across India. And for those of the people that see it today, I promise you that it will change your lives also financially if you go to work and share the product with everybody. As Dan shared, don't keep the product a secret. We have the responsibility. When God gives us a gift like this, we have a responsibility to share it with the world. That's how I see it every morning when I wake up in the morning. I have a responsibility to share the world what we have, because it truly changes lives. So I'll pass it back to you, Sakshi. Big hug to everyone in India. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much, Joe. And on that note, I would like to thank all of our leaders and members who've been a part of this event. Before I close, I'd like to invite all of you for our next upcoming webinar that's happening on 8th of February. This webinar is exclusively about the business opportunity that the NHT Global offers you, about the marketing programs for the new year, that's 2024, the rewards, incentive trips, and much more. It will be hosted by my colleague Anson Samuel and Aryan Lemos, and you will see them at 8th February, Thursday at 7 p.m. The link to register for this event is in your chat box. You can register for this and be there. On that note, I'd like to thank all of our esteemed guest speakers for today, starting from Dr. Ben to Dan and Joe. Thank you so much for being a part of this event and for the beautiful, motivational and inspiring talks that you gave. For Dr. Ben for taking his time out and sharing his commendable knowledge about the product. And I'm sure all of you have benefited immensely out of today's event. We are going to share the recording of this event on our YouTube channel. So maybe in a day or two, you can find it there, and you can also share it with your friends and relatives who've not been able to attend the event today. On that note, thank you so much for being a lovely audience. If you have already not followed us on our social media, please make sure you do us. We are with the name of NHT Global India on Instagram and NHT Global India Official on Facebook. You can also write to us on our email ID, support.in@nhtglobal.com, if you have any doubts about anything and you need any help. All right. So thank you so much. Please try StemRenu and come back with your feedback to me so that I know that the product is working beautifully in our market as well, like the other markets. On that note, thank you so much. Signing off, Sakshi Mishra. Goodbye and have a good night. Bye-bye.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.
Namaste.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.